I've got small issues like a colleague of mine's gone to Western Australia and he's earning 10,000 more for doing the same job. And when I rang him, he said the conditions are better. Also, there's a super school being organised at my campus in Berry, and there's no consultation with the staff as to what should be the way to go. We're a bit disappointed in that. But my main issue is I'm a construction and tech teacher. I have young boys, mostly, pre-apprenticeship, who'd like to do metalwork. Unfortunately, the woodwork room I have and the construction doesn't allow it because next door is a TAFE metalwork facility. Early last year, Jane Lomax-Smith sat opposite me and said, "What's your issues?" And I told her about that. The TAFE costs $300+ a term and the students get their woodwork for nothing, but they want to do metalwork as well because they're those sort of practical orientated students. She called over Mr. Robinson and the head of TAFE and sat them down in front of me and said, "Now you tell them what you just told me." So I did. She turned to them and said, "Fix it in 12 months. 15 months have gone past and my students still can't do their TAFE metalwork because they haven't got the $300 plus. Not a good state of affairs.
Mike ran on the 19th of August 2000. You addressed the AEU delegates meeting and you presented quite an inspirational talk about how you will develop into the Education Premier. You told us about your credentials, and certainly you have credentials in education. It was inspirational, and we look forward to some radical changes in education from your talk on that day. But as the years have unfurled, the reality that has emerged is anything but. You spoke that day about the Liberals ring-barking schools and resources. We are experiencing continual reduction in funding as the Treasury seeks to make further and further cuts. That impinges on the work in schools and it enables negative outcomes in terms of student learning. More time is spent on looking for these cost-cutting measures instead of more time being spent talking about a future of resourcing and improved outcomes for children. Premier, you need to get your act together. You need to designate one minister to take over these negotiations. I would suggest that you step into the breach to take over the negotiations. The community is losing confidence in your government and the profession is gradually being alienated. So I appeal to you, as somebody who wants to be remembered as an Education Premier, to get on with it, settle the dispute, and let the profession and your government talk about an enlightened future for young South Australians.